Lucia.
Yeah. Uh,
Morning, Lucia.
I have received lots of your homework. It's pretty good. We
Yes,
check.
sir. Hello, sir.
Okay. And let me check for your homeworks. And this one is Shemai. Wow. One here and one here. Oh, I think I need to give the number of it. First one is okay. 0, 0. One is 1, 1. So somebody just send me the orange field. That'd be okay. All right, I will check it later. But for now, I just want to check about the screenshot. All right, and zero line. And what is your student number? This is the number. Okay, 75. Cool. Static, what's your student number, please? Mm-hmm. No, no. Okay, 55. And or here. Yeah. Hmm. And number 3. And here 4. All right, that's too much of your homework. Okay. All right. I don't think I will show it on the screen right now. Okay. I just if you send me the homework this week, that'd be great. All right, I will check it out later. But I just want to have some examples for you guys to know and what is going on or something like. All right, first one here. Hmm. Looks not bad. Okay, it looks good right now. And yeah, the legend right here and the name of the product. Wait, product. And right, the titles. Oh, you already get 2 layers. That's good. For this one here is pretty good because you know how to use 2 layers. But why why for here? What is the layer? What is the second layer for it? It's no data in right here. That so what is working? Number 6, right? Number 6, this will work. It is good for you to know how to set a new layer, but for this layer right here, you need to import the data in the new layer, right? So here I can see that it's just two columns of data. It's for layer one, I think that is. And for the layer two, it's no data. So maybe I'm going to tell you how to import the data to new layers. Okay, import the data to the new layers. All right, this one is not bad. Okay, and for this one here, let me check. The same thing. All right, two layers, but there's nothing to do with the second layer. See that? It's two layers, but the data right here is just in one layer. All right, and oh, this one here is quite similarly. It's really quite similarly. All right, maybe all right. And for this one here, pretty good. You change the color of the line. That and you have the different symbols for different row. But you see from here, there's too much numbers. So you need to change the scores of your numbers, right? You need to change the score. Okay. And for this one, all right, Sally asked me why he didn't show the numbers, scores. Actually, I don't know it either. All right, I don't know why, and maybe you can rebuild the figure. You can be sure, right? And maybe some setting properties in in the showing properties. Maybe showing up the numbers. Okay, this one here. Can you guys hear me? And why is nothing responding?
We can hear you,
Oh,
老师.
okay, you can hear me. Good. For this one here, the same problem, two layer with just with one data is set. All right. And for this one here, oh, this one's pretty good. Let me see. You're already getting the feet, right? You're doing you have down the line here, the line of feet. But good job. For this one here, good job. But exactly actually the data you put in is just in the linear, all right? So sometimes maybe you can just put some data in intolerance or some errors, so and do the linear feed will be better, you know, because if you just put the data which is in the linear distribution, there'll be no necessary for doing the linear fitting, right? Just advice, but this one here is good, right? You already know how to use the linear fit. That's good. Mm, and for this one, looks good, I think. Yeah, you change the colors of the accents and the numbers, good, and star right here, symbol right here is good. All right, and try to do more groups of the relationship curve. Just add a new curve. All right, try to um try to build two curves in one figure. All right, let me back. And this one here is good. Okay, and let me see more right here. And oh, it must be lots of data right in this work. I think that is that a experimental data? I think so, right? It's a lot of data and not bad. Okay, but you need to give a name to the axis, right? Give a name for it. That'd be better. All right, and just make the square fix. That'd be look good. Okay. And for you right here is all right. So that your line is not fixed. Is is gap And what is the problem should be? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? What what line is not in one line? It's not in one relationship curve. Um, but your rows number is good. It's right here. All right, that's okay. That will be okay. All right, and let me see what's I missed right here. Hmm. All right, it's not symbol right here, but you can just add some symbol for it. Okay, and just one curve. And for this one here, I think I have said this before. I said this before. Mm, what for this one? Oh, good. You change the background of the figure. This looks good. Yeah, it's really good. And you give the details of the numbers. Okay, you really know so much things. Very good. All right, and just for I just want to do some reviews about the last class, all right? Because some of you didn't have the origin at last class. So maybe for this time, I'm going to do it again. And I want you guys to follow me to step by step, okay? And maybe just basic things, okay? Just basic things. And let's open the origin, okay? Find it. Let me find it. Where's my origin? Right here. Okay. Oh, good. This one here is good. Um, all right. Put the next time. Just put the lantern into the maybe yeah. Sometimes you should maybe put it into the figure. Maybe good. All right. And
OK，老师
okay for this one.
，That's my
Two layers. So that you get two layers, but it's nothing to do with the second layer. You need to import the data for the second layer. All right. Maybe some of you can know something about how to use the origin, but there's but because some of you didn't have the origin for last course, so maybe you don't understand fully about how to use it, right? Maybe just half of it. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to doing with the second layer. All right, the first problem is second layer. So this one here is not is so so for the first thing is quite easy, right? Just instead of one layer, what's the first layer? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for this data right here, okay, for this one here is time, right? And for this one here is the temperature, and the unit and degree. And for this one here, 60, 80, 80, 90, 20. Just easy things to put. Okay, and you guys here, some of you didn't know how to add a new column right here. Okay, for this symbol right here is to add a new columns. Okay, guys. All right, just add a new columns. So that it's the Y1 and A, B, C rows. different rows, and but this one here is the first layer's x-axis, and this is the first layer's y-axis, and this is the same one, okay, but it's in a different group of the experiment. So it's the experiment 2, right? Just give some comment for it. This is experimental 1, all right? So this one here is experimental 2. And the same thing, temperature, okay? 3, and for this one here, just give some difference. All right, 18 and 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, okay? So as you can see that, and you set all of the data you input in, all right? It includes one x-axis and two y-axis data, right? So just set it.
Lapsi, sorry, how to add column? My network was stopping. I couldn't see clearly.
What? Just give me pardon, please.
Okay.
Taking pardon, please.
I'm saying I couldn't see how you were adding columns because my internet was stopping.
But you can see my window.
No, I said I didn't see the way you were adding columns because my internet was stopping.
All right. Okay. See that right here? Can you see right now? Can you see right now?
Yes, 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 I can.
Okay. So can you see the symbol right here? Here's the
Okay,
add new column right here. Okay. That be
okay,
this one easy. Okay.
okay, thank you.
Okay. And all right. So now you just select all of the data, right? Include one clone for X and two clone for Y, right? So you would got two relationship curves, right? See that there are two relationship curves right here. And just all right, just do it slowly, okay? Set all of them, and here is the option right here is line plus symbol. See that? Line plus symbol. And if you choose the line, it will only just showing the lines. All right, and if you select this one, just scatters, it will only showing the points. All right, but you can change it right here, and somebody you can change it right here. Okay, just double click on here and to plot time, you can change right here. It will be okay. All right, it will be okay. But by saving your time, so I always choose this one, line plus symbols. Okay, and good. So you can see that it includes line and symbols. And good. Right. So for now you got the first layer here, so right, and you got one the x-axis for time and the y-axis for temperature, right? And here's the experimental 1 set and experiment 2, right? So if I noticed that lots of you have input new layers in this book, but you didn't show the layers data, right? Because you didn't select the layers data. You don't have the second layers. So that why we need the second layer for the work, right? Because maybe sometimes we just have no more than two or something like that, more than two experiments, and the result of the experiment is quite different from the first one, right? From the first part, and the axis right here, the area, the range of the axis right here will be getting too big or too small for it, right? So we need another axis to fit it, right? You guys know what I'm saying? Know why I'm going to use the second layer, right? I just doing an example, okay? Okay, and we added some three new columns. All right, three new columns. And for this one here, all right, is you see that? What did you send? Okay.
Yeah, Lucy, why I'm getting this window?
I can open it right now. Actually, I can see it in the group chat. Say it again. Just send it again.
No,
Okay.
no, it's not homework. I'm facing some problem here.
Okay. All right. So should I go? Should I just move on?
Uh, uh, can you just real quick answer me this question, like why I'm getting this window?
I can see what happened on you because let me show you. Right.
Oh, you
See
can
that?
see.
I can see that.
Oh,
Just send me again. Okay. Oh, good.
this window.
This window, you just close it. It's okay, I think.
Oh, if
You
I
mean,
close it,
you
I
mean
can
it
get
will,
like a.
it will, you mean when you create the figure, it shows, is that right? You mean when you create the figure, it shows. You mean
Like
that?
when you go and get the figure from the down part, you didn't get any. You don't get any other page, but I'm getting this one.
Oh, because maybe, so what's your version of your origin?
It's 19.
Nine? It's 90, it's 90?
I'm Laji.
Yeah?
10.
You just need
19.
to select with this page. You just need to select the x-axis and the y-axis. That's it. Like
Yeah, I don't need to select anything. See that? Just like this, and okay, and just like this, select them, select three columns, and just press this, and it will show. You didn't just showing these things. That you
Uh-huh.
mean? Uh, so how about try to select the second one? Okay, the third one, the line plus symbols. Okay,
Yeah, I get it. I get it now. All right.
and just press OK, click OK. I think really
Yeah, I
work.
get it. I get it. I get it.
Okay, good. All right. So let's move on for the how to add a layer. Okay, and so just for example, all right, just tell you why we need a new layers listings and why we need two x-axis and second y-axis, right? And so let's give another group of the experiment time for the same and minute. This one here is or maybe for this one here, just give some different, right? Okay, minute the same. And so for this one here, it's just the time becomes too really big, right? For this set of experiment. Okay, so it becomes 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. All right. So as you can see that if the two set of the experiment, if the pyramid of the experiment is quite different, the differential is quite big. So if we just put it in the same in the one row, then it will be okay. And see that, but let's give some temperatures right now. Okay, 25, 26, 30, 32, 35, 30. All right, and let's see what's going on. That it will become like these things. Just if we put them in one group, in one layer, it will just show like this. All right, and you cannot see clearly about the relationship curves, the rules of the relationship curves, right? And you just, because for this one here is the distance too big, and for this one here, this distance is just one, all right? So for different for the data in the x-axis or the y-axis, as the differential is too big, then you will need a second layer to input the data for it. All right. So that's why we need to use the second layer. It's not just for the scale things. All right. It's really useful in your future data some to solve with experiment data. Okay. So we just put these things right here. Okay. Delete this. And for this one here is a time, right? For the time right here is x-axis. So for this one here, it also the x-axis. Okay. So we need to right click on the bottom, right click on this row. Okay. Right click on it. And here's a set as. As you can see that here's a set as. Right. You need to set this column as x-axis. Okay. So now you can see that here's x1, y1, y1, and from here is x2 and y2, y2. Right? So for these three columns right here is the second layer. Okay? It's second layer. And for now, for right here is the data for y2. All right. Temperature just giving and give some different. Okay, from 30, 32. 5, 38, 40, 42. I just click and oh, okay. And just give some change 31, 33, 37, 41, 33. All right. So for now, you got two layers data, right? So how to put the second layer data in this figure? All right, let's see. So just select this figure, the window right here, okay, and as you can see that here's a graph, this graph options right here, right? And here's a new layer, that new layer, and now you can choose because the first you already got the y-axis at the left and the x-axis at the bottom, right? So we need to choose another way, okay? So we choose the top x and the right y, okay? See that? And it shows. So just put this in right here, okay? So here's the second layer's axis, right? And a lot of you have done this work, right? But some of you didn't input data for the second layer, right? So to input the data, you need to just select, see the squares on the corner, that, and you just select the second layer, not the first one. Okay, the second layer, and right click on it. Okay, right click on it. And here's the layer content right here, right? Layer content right here. And as you can see that it shows the layers content you can put in. All right. Here's a y1, y1 is B and C column, but it's already showing in the first layer. So what we need to do to put is the E and F columns, right? Y2, just put it. Just select it first and press this button. It's add plot. Okay, to add plot. And the same thing, select this row and just add plot.
You want to get better. You want to be like this.
What you say? Just pretty column, please. Are you talking to me? Okay, I don't think so. All right. Okay, and you can see that the data here it has input in the second layer. Okay, and just click OK right now. But it's not showing. See that? It's nothing showing from his finger, from his figure, right? Why? Why that? Why? Because your range of the layer is set too small. The scores are too small for it to show. Okay, too small to show it. So you need to change the score for this one, for the X2, right? It's from 60 to 110, right? So you need to change it. Okay, just do you guys know, remember how to change the score for the figures? Right, just double click on it. Okay, just double click on it. As you can see that it's a score option right here, right? And it's from 60 to 100 to 110. So maybe come from 55 to 115. Okay, and see that, and it will change, but it's still not showing. So the second layer's line, right? And that is because the temperature right here is bigger than the maximum of the temperatures. So that is from 0 to 10, but it's from 30 to 43, right? So we need to change it, right? So just give it 38 to 44, and it shows that the second layer's gradient curve shows right now. All right, just this line and this line. Can you see that? Can you see that? And how I know how do you figure it out? Mm-hmm. No?
Yeah, yes, Lakshya.
Just give some response, okay? Because a lot of you have added the second layer, but none of you inputted the data for it. That is what I'm going to tell you. What I did to tell you is how to input the data for the second layer. You guys know how to use that right now.
Yeah.
Okay, hope so. All right, do it again. Okay, maybe to help to make sure that you'll be and you okay doing better. Okay, so to do it again. Okay, so for the data is the same. Okay, and for now you just add the first layer right here. Okay, 3 columns data right here. You got okay, and now you want to put another layers of the data for it here. So you just select this window right here, and here's the graph option, and just new layer option right here. Okay, and top X and right Y. Okay, because it was the bottom X and the left right Y. Okay, so now you got 2 layers in this graph, but there's no data for the second layer. There's no data, right? Because you didn't input it. So just select the second layer. All right, just make sure you select this second layer, and just right click on this and just select the layer content. And as you can see that here's the data you can put in, right? Don't put in the first layer's data. Okay, don't put in y1 and y1. Let's put the y2 and y2. Okay, so select this column and just add plot. All right, and same for this one, just add plot. Okay, and it will include the data in the figure, but it's not showing on the figure because the range of the axis is too small. So we need to change the score for it. Okay, so for the time right here is 60 to 110, so it will be from 55 to 115. That'd be good. All right, and for this one, the y-axis right here, the second layer, and change it from 30 to 43. All right, 30, so it will be 28 to 45. So when you give a score for the figure, right? Just pay attention that just give some more numbers for it. Okay, just for example, your your smallest number data is 30, so just give it 28. That'd be good. All right, because if you just give it 30, it will be showing right from start. Maybe not that beautiful. Okay, that is, and maybe some and the symbol and the line will be close with the axis. That will be not good. All right, so give some space for it. All right, give some tolerance at the score. Okay, that will be good. So now it shows. Good, guys.
Yep, yep.
Okay. And for now, just give some little bit different for this second layers line. Okay, just double click on the line. And okay, just select this line and here's plot type for it. Okay, and to change it from to the line a symbol. All right, and for this one is same line plus symbol. Okay, but they are in the same one, same thing, right? So I change it. Different colors. Right, for this one, I want to make it green. And get this sticker, and for this symbol right here, and for this one here, you can just give the doing the property for the curve as you want. Okay, and I just want to make it more specific. Oh, I can just make them in the same symbol. Maybe change. All right, and I change the first one to make sure to let the readers to easy to separate the different set of the group, different groups of the experiment. All right. First one, I just want to make it in the right red, no, blue with black. Okay. Green, a symbol, and this one, right, red. All right, that's to in order to show the difference between the two set of the four set of the experiment, right? The for the first two group are the line are the same in the blue, right? And for the second, for the third and the fourth group of the experiment, the line is red, is green, all right? To make it just makes the separation more efficient, more significantly, right? That'd be good. Okay, so that's this how to add a new layers and how to input the data in the second layer, right? Hope you guys really okay. And one more thing right here, okay? Because it's just showing two legend. I think it's legend, right? There's two legend right here. For it's just only for the first two group of the experiment data, right? So you now got the fourth line. So how do you need to update for it, okay? Just right click on it, and here is the updated engine. that, and you just choose the reconstruct and one legend for all and do OK. And now, see that it shows both four of the groups of the data. It shows the legends. Okay, good. Good, guys. You guys know how to add a new layer? Mm-hmm. Still not? After I spent about 30 minutes to explain how to add a new layer and how to include data, and you still not know how to do that. Are you? So now, so number 3, you know how to do that. Okay, I hope so. Hope so. Very good. Okay. Good. Thanks for your response.
Now she still on it.
Uh-huh.
But
How
I'm pretty
about
sure I'll finish it soon. That's why I was like quiet.
okay. So now let me see that. What we're gonna do. All right, something I noticed that no one done the have done the work about the differentiate, right? No one done how to make the derivation with the data. So I will show you again, okay? So I will tell you how to all right. When you finish one work, you need to make a save, right? Save it. And when you just close off the worksheet, is it a worksheet? A workbook, and you can just add a new workbook for it right here. Okay, so new workbook right here, and just put a new data for it. Okay, and I'm going to tell you how to make the derivation for the data again. All right, the same thing. Fine. And no really fun. Just as you know, just easy 7 arena. And for the first one is 60 and give some differential about 5 and 30 and maybe 45, 38 and 35 and 30, 25. And let's see what
Oh, she just copy this.
what is this?
Just a random number for you. Copy.
You're so sweet. Okay. But actually, let me see. Okay. And try yours. Okay. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows? Okay. Rows. Too much things, I think. All right. Thanks for your support. Thank you. Okay. All right. And there's one because so for now it's just the imagination about the data. So for the future, right? In your further work, you need to really down the thing. You need to down the experiment and figure it out
Yeah.
without by yourself. Okay. So okay. So let me see what is going on. Hmm. As you can see that, right? For this work, for this point right here is too much bigger than others. And why is going on like this? Because maybe you just mistype on.
Yeah, just select the for yeah.
Okay. So, so you can see that if the number is too big for it, it will be make the score much bigger than what you want, right? So you need to just change the score for it, change the scores for it. All right, and see you need to find the biggest data in your in your experimental sets. All right, it's 1 0 1 1 3 0, and you just give some tolerance for it about 1 0 5. All right, and for this one, for the star is the smallest one. You need to find it. Okay, it's maybe the 16. So give some tolerance 15. That, and it will be showing the data, the curves more detailedly in this new range. But see that, but for here, the scores is not shown right now because for here, the increment is too big as you said here before. All right, I think it might be answers the questions about study. Study, you just asked me why the score is not showing, right? And I think it may be asked a question
Yes.
about it. And because maybe if you set the too bigger the increment for it, okay, and just get it smaller, that'd be good, I think. See that?
Okay,
And,
Raj.
and and okay, so Suhan, so for now I'm going to tell the differential things, all right, and the deviation about it. So I don't need this much. There's too much. Maybe I just did some of it. Okay, just did some of those, and it maybe show it more obviously and clearly. And just did it. All right. So now I just have two set of the experiment. I think it's time for break right now. Okay, finish this one. Okay,
Yes, Raj.
let's finish this one, and then we have break. Okay. So for here, I just want to update my. So now it's there's two set of the data right now. So I want to make a derivation about it. And just set two of the columns you want to make the derivation. And you can see that here is the mathematics in the analyze options, right? Analyze option. Here's mathematics. And here's the differentiate. And choose the open dialog. Right. I will wait for you guys to follow me to do that. Maybe some of you. All right. First find the analyze. No, first select both of the data right here and select analyze. And here's mathematics. And here's the differentiate. And here's the open data. Right? Is that slow enough? Okay, I think so. And nothing you need to change, but the derivative order is you can select. All right, just for this one here, I just select all the one. It will be the first one will be good. All right, maybe in the future, for a different requirement, you maybe you can set it in a different orders. All right. So it can, so as you can see that, if you choose two of the data, the data right here, two columns of the data, it will only show the first one. That the temperature one right here, because for this software right here, it cannot deal with the derivation about data in ones for two data, right? For two crucial data. And so you need to do it again, just like the temperature three, and just do it again. Open dialog, and do it again. Yeah. Here's a derivative for the temperature three. And now you just select the x-axis and the derivation for the temperature one and the derivative for the temperature three. All right, and we just build a new figure for it. And as you can see, the derivations, differentials about the curves, which is different, which is quite different from the origin data, right? The original data. here's the original data for your experiment, and here's the derivative. Okay, so that is how to use the derivative functions in this origin. Okay, time for break. Let's have a 10-minute break.
Okay, Lapshi.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. I think it's time for continue to the class. Come back to class, okay? And guys, blue.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, we are here, Lakshi.
Awesome. Okay. I think some of you maybe have no have no energy about the class because it's the issue. It was all right.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe let me say how do you say it? Because some of people are having the holiday, but you don't have the holiday, right? So maybe you don't have the power and the energy to
Yeah, Lakshi, we are in full energy, but we are muted. So if you ask, we have to unmute it and then respond to you.
are you mute you muted. I didn't mute you
Well,
or you.
no, no, I'm
I
just
didn't mute
saying, like,
you.
in normal time, we used to say, like, muted. And
Okay,
then when
okay.
you ask, then we have to unmute it and then reply you. So it takes time. So that's why you thought, like, we
All
are
right.
not here.
It's okay. I can wait. Just give some response. That'll be good. Okay.
Yep, yep.
Because it would be like just one person show. That'd be not good. Okay. Mm. And I need to know you. Did you know it real? Did you really know how to do the things, or just have some problems or something to do that? Okay. If you have any problems with that, just ask me to stop. Okay, stop, and I will tell you more detailed and slowly. Okay.
Okay, Launcher.
Okay. So for the things, I think here I think it's just done for the things right here. And do you guys know how to change the colors and some details, parameters about the for this origin right now? Color and the symbols. All right, just give you some more practice about. Oh, it's just a few acuity. Is there? Okay, normal. So change the color. Maybe yeah, it's quite simple, right? Change the color for the line. Just double click on it, and you can the one thing you need to pay attention is the dependent and the independent, right? If you selected the dependent section right here, and you cannot change the symbol for each of the line right now, all right? And the same thing for the line right here is same. If you're in the dependence section, and if you change the line, and it will be influence both of the line, all right? It will change both of them. So you need to just make it independent, and you can so now you can change the color and the different types of the lines for each one, all right? And as you can see, here's a style, and you can just change it dash for this one, and for this one here it is line, okay? And for this one here, if you add the grid line, yeah, I already told you in the last course, right? Just set it out, and here's the option for the color, and here's the line type for the all right, this is the types for the line, okay, and just select the date or the dash, wait, that, and for this one, for this row right here, the same. All right, and you need to fix the square if you can. All right, let's fix it. So right here is the title and the format, and show the axis and text for the top one, for the top one. All right, I don't want to the text right here, and for the right one right here, and show the axis and text. No, no. Good. All right, Now you can cut a figure for it. All right, so one of your homework for today's class is to build another figure by orange, and it will include 2 layers. All right, I hope you guys can add a new layer, 2 layers. All right, 2 layers graph, and you guys need to put the data for the second layer. All right, not just add a new layer and input the data into it. Okay, and make it beautiful. All right. So it's one of your homework. Okay, it's one of your homework today. With a 2-layer content graph. All right. So I think for origin, for the class, today's class, the origin is enough. All right. And let's see. Origin. Okay. PPT. Let's come to PPT part. Okay. How to join the pictures like this by using PPT or this one. It's joined by PPT. All right. It's quite, as you can see that there's a lot of the shapes and details in this one, but it can be done by PPT PowerPoint, right? And for this one here, it's same as you can see that it's 3-dimension and 3-dimension figure, and it is also can be done by PowerPoint. All right. So now today I'm going to talk about a little bit about how to done the things with PPT, the PowerPoint. All right. But first, I want to show you to build the things, the layers like this, and how to do it. So you guys, you can just open your PowerPoint and follow me to do these things. Okay. Just wait for 1 minute. You open the PowerPoint. All right. Wait for you. Because the PowerPoint is quite easy to create the figures by the maybe it's a sketch schematics, right? Schematics like that. See that? And here are some figures. I just built it in my papers, in my scientific papers. All right, and here's the thing. You can see that it's all built by the PowerPoint. All right, and for this one here, this one here just switch up, but it was done in another field. Okay, and for this one here, that, and for this one here, this part of, and this things just all of them up and just created by the PowerPoint. No, not this one. This one's not. It's a screenshot, and this one here. All right, this one here. You can see that it's from lots of parts, and maybe you guys can just give a simple things like that. All right, I think all of you guys can open your PowerPoint right now. Okay, maybe some of you just have your phones, maybe not doing that. But if you have a laptop or something of computers, you can come up with me. Okay, you can do it side by side. Okay, and as you can see that the single things of for my version is in Chinese. All right, I think that we go okay because the functions if we use it will be simple, right? To insert shape right here. All right, change it to English. Okay. No. How to change the PowerPoint into English? Let me see. Oh, it's only Chinese. Somebody know how to change the version into of the PowerPoint into English? Sure. All right, let me check here how to do that. View option, right? And language, yeah, and English, and move down. We just open a new one. Oh, it's still Chinese. Uh, I think um, I think it will be okay if you're using Chinese, and you can just say where it is things right now, okay? And I will just make some translation about it. All right. So if I want to build a thing like this, let me see. Different layers about the materials. All right. So what can I do? And let me just give you an example for doing this thing. Okay. But first, you just select the input, and here insert. Maybe it's insert in your window. Okay. And here the shape right here. The shape. Right. And find the curve option right here. The curve right here. And for this curve, you can just give a curvature for it. Okay. And okay, for this curve right here. And it's just a curve, right? And as you can see that you can change the color of it. See that? Change the color of it. Let's set in the blue, maybe the the green, and the thickness of it, and choose 3 pound. All right, 3 pound thickness. And now it's still a line, just a curve, right? It's not space. It's not a surface. And just I'm going to tell you how to translate it in a surface, right? And just right click on this curve, and here you can see that here is to set the shape, so the format of the shape. I think is showing on your window is like to set the format of the shape. Yeah, you can just here you can just make the uh, change lines and fields and change the properties and change the size of it. I guess selected things. I think it's the set of the format and the shape. All right. And now you just set the rotation for it. Okay, rotation, 3-dimension rotation for it, 3-dimension rotation for it, and you just give a row for it, and it's still just a curve, right? Still just curve. So now, I just want to give some 3-dimension styles for it, right? 3-dimension styles for it. And here you can see that here's the dips option, the dips option right here. And you just change it to 100 pound. Okay, 100 pound. And now you can see that it just become a space. It just become a surface. See that? So that's how we build the curved surface on the PPT. All right. And also you can just give some copies for it, and just colors. This one here comes to blue, and for this one here, and set this one as the bottom layer. Okay, and the second one here, just change it as yellow, and set as bottom layer. And for this one here, change color. Bottom layer. This one here. This one. Okay, and I just put this in together, make a comparison for them. Okay, now so you can see that we have different copies for it, right? And I still want to use the properties right here, the three-dimension format. Maybe you set three-dimension styles in your English Windows, right? And just here is the three-dimension rotation. As you can see, just select this one, and the left view is selected. Okay, this one, as you can see, that comes different layer, and it is showing a different way about these figures. Okay, and that is what I'm going to tell you is to build by using the PPT, it's PowerPoint, you can build different styles of the figures. All right, and you also, as you can change the single layers for it, and just like right click on it, and here is the edit of the point option here, and you can change each of the layer. See that? You can change whatever you want, and can change this one the same, right? That it's quite easy to build down these things by using this PowerPoint, right? Or actually, the figures right here is not that good. All right, that's examples. Okay, so for the PowerPoint to build the figures right here, you need to use what you need to use is the synthesis, right? The insert and the shapes. The figures are built by the normal shapes, the basic shapes right here. Lines, squares, and the circles, and some triangles like that, right? Just different shape, just the basic shapes. And you can, and when you can just like this, and just give the set of the format types, okay? And it will be three-dimension styles. You can just change three-dimensionally. And it will be, you can do a lot of, for example, for this one here, if you want to make it like this one, okay? This here. You can add to make it from two dimension two dimension to three dimension. Just use this. There are lots of options, and you can just give a different height and different width of it, and just make a rotation, and you can see that from two dimension to three dimension, right? And this make it more, it becomes a cylinder, right? It's from a circle to a cylinder. that that is quite simple things, right? Using the PowerPoint to build some 3D dimension, 3D figures, right? Okay. And here, as you can see that here's the things I built before, and for PPT right here. Maybe if you want to do it, complex figures by using PPT. All right, maybe you can, if you have the requirements about to build the figures by, you can just ask me to do that. Ask me how to do that, and I will tell you. Okay, and maybe it's not going to tell you in the course. All right, and because the because the name of the course is how to write the scientific paper. It's not to how to build the figures, right? So that be change the point of the course. Okay, so it's just a part of our course is how to create the figures in scientific paper. Okay, if you have problems to doing with the PPT, the PowerPoint, or how to build the figures in PowerPoint, you can ask me, and maybe you can just search it on the internet. Right, and lots of skills and lots of videos for you guys to build the figures by using PPT. Okay, and also the SolidWorks is a third way, is another way to build the scientific papers. All right, next what I'm going to say is SolidWorks is quite good. It's a good software to build the models, right? It always be like the 3-dimensional models, and also you can just output the 2-dimension figures like that, and slow works. I hope you guys still remember how to use it. All right, because it's really helpful for you dealing with the mechanical engineering area. All right. Okay, and the third type is the simulation models you can build in simulation. Okay, and as you can see that it's a simulation model from the ZMAX model. ZMAX software is a software to help you to create the laser or something, the light beam shaping system like that. All right, as you can see that here's a laser bar right here. Here's the source of the laser right here, and here's some beam shaping components. All right, the beam shaping lens right here is the FAC, SAC, and the reflex right here. And here's a convention lens right here, and here's a beam. And you can just select some parameters for it, and just give the models out, and just give a screenshot for it to let readers know about the simulation you have done, and the model you have established, right? And what it looks like, and you can just go straight to give a screenshot. All right, I will open one of my work to show what's going on. All right, let me see. So where is it? Let me see. It's from the optic studio, right? Lots of parameters, and the data I put it in. All right, most of them are just the coordinates and the positions of different types of the objects. It's just include the source file and something the tolerate length and different lengths. All right, and here's the position data I put in, and here's and wavelength of the laser and something the divergence of lasers. All right, and you just all right. That's things I will not go in deeper. Okay, and here you can see that for this simulation right here, it will show the figures like this, and also you can make it look good by using the NSC model. All right, it's all created by the software, and this is in image signal and high. Shown back. That it's quite looks good. If you use this, if you just give some screenshot about this, about the models in your software, in your simulation, right? It's a simulation model, and just put it in your scientific paper scientific paper, and that would be helpful for readers to know what's going on and what your models looks like. All right, and it's just an example. All right, and for this one here, as you can see that here's one here is the simulation models established by the ANSYS workbench, right? And as you can see that here's for this one here is the temperature distribution of this laser, right? And you can just make some analysis by using this ANSYS workbench software, and we'll show detailedly about different parts of the models. And this is just the result created by the software and the simulation software, right? And you need to just give a screenshot and make it like a appropriate size for it to give a screenshot, right? And just put it in your science paper. It'll be helpful. It will be as the it will be more obviously and vividly for readers to see the results it shows. All right, rather than just give some data for it in your inside paper. All right, and let's see. Okay. And for the second one, second part for this work, the how to create a form in your scientific paper, right? And I hope, and so for build the figures, right, in the scientific paper is finished. I think it's finished. Maybe some of you have some problems about it. I'm not going to talk too much about it, okay? Because it's not the point of the core of our course, okay? Core of the course is, let me to tell you how to write about the scientific paper, all right? To create the figures and the form is just a part of it, okay? So now I'm going to tell you how to create a form in a science paper, all right? It maybe sounds quite easy, but it's not. It's that there are a lot of rules. There are some rules when you create the figures or create the forms in your science papers, right? Let's give some example, all right? Okay, just email build a new order. All right, for this one, oh, it's still Chinese, but it's okay, I think. Let's give some translation about it. Okay, And for this one, for this option here is insert, right? And for this one here is a format. Just insert format in your work, all right? And before you build this format right here, okay, you need to give a name of the format. But just for this one, maybe table one, and you with some lots of times, all right, oftenly you put the name of the format on up to the at the top of the format. It's not a bottom, not as the same of the figures, right? The figures are always just put it at the bottom of the format, right? But for the format rack, for the table rack here, you need to put it before the format, and just make it at the left of it. Okay, and give it a name. Just temperature for experiment one. All right, just give a name, whatever it looks like. And maybe sometimes you need to make it thicker for it. There's some special format for the names, okay? And for this one here, I just want to show you. Do you guys know the three-line format? Three-line format? No? The three-line format is usually used in Chinese papers, right? In Chinese paper, and maybe for your final paper, I think it's still you need to use the three-line format for it. All right, because you are in China and you need to follow the rules by the GB rules, right? And for this one here, I'm going to show you what is the three-line format. All right, and as you can see that here is format options right here, lots of options right here, and you can just select. You can just draw the format by yourself. All right, and you can right here you can change the line, the thickness of the line right here, and just this one is 1.5, I think. The top one right here. Oh, it's not sure. Okay, the top one right here is 1.9, 1.5. And for the bottom one right here is 1.5. All right, and now just use the eraser. Okay, the eraser for the format. So this one here is not shown, not sure. It was not shown, not sure, not sure. This one here is the same, not shown. Oh, and is oh no. All right, that'd be annoying. All right, I do it in an easy way. Okay, I do it in an easy way. And just use this thing. Use this thing. And here's the upper line right here. Okay, upper line right here. Upper line right here. See that? And here is a bottom line right here. All right, and there's no line inside. All right. So first you just choose no line. Okay. Let's choose new line, no line, and here's the upper line right here, and bottom line right here. And now you can just set another line. just by yourself. Okay, just draw another line. 0.75. Okay, and this line right here. Okay. And I think I need to do it again. I need to do it again. Let me see. Get an easy one. Okay, for this one here. Just with just select no lines for this format, and then just build the bottom of the line, bottom line right here, and top line right here, and for this line right here, I want to build a third line. Is to choose the 0.75. Okay, and just build it by itself. All right, and as you can see that if you don't show the reference line, it will be shown like this. All right, the table format will be shown like this. But but you need to make this lines secret for the top line. Okay. So you need to change it as 1.5 for this line, draw it by itself, and for the bottom line, it's the same. Okay, and as you can see that this is the 3-line format. All right, a lot of times and often and usually you need to use this styles for the format in your science papers, right? Especially in China. Okay, and as you can see that if you open the reference of the format, it will show the formats right here, the lines right here, and you can just type things like for this one here, it's a time on and and you need to give the unit for it. All right, unit for each rows. And for this one here, maybe the time is 1 and 2 and 3. For this one here, just give some temperature for it. And the same, give the unit. All right, and something like that. Okay. And this is, and especially in your when you build a format, don't forget about the units. All right, it will also followed by the units. All right, and maybe sometimes you need to just create a format by using it this way. Where I will show you. You can just draw a line. Oh, not sure. Why it's not showing? About this one. Okay, I just using this one. So that you can separate the format right here, and you just type the same and make it dry. This one here maybe the picture. Change it to experiment 1. Okay. So this one here, you change it as the time. So you got up. So you got two different rows for these things, right? Mhm. And here, so you can see that for sometimes maybe you need to give different types of the data, right? Show the details, so the different details about the data. Maybe you can just separate the format like this and show like that. All right, and okay, I think maybe sometime it's time for the class now. All right, and maybe for the next class, I'm going to make it detailed for its format things, right? And give some. And don't forget about the homework. Okay, homework using the origin software.
Okay, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes.
You build the two layers figures, and the second layer should be input of the data and show the different lines. All right.
Okay.
Okay. And see you on Friday, I think. All right. See you guys.
All right, Loshi.
Goodbye.
Good day.